Hey everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Stephanie and welcome if this is your first visit here. This week I will be doing an oracle card reading and a crystal energy for the week of August 22nd through August 28th, 2021. But if you do happen to stumble across this video outside that time frame and the guidance feels relevant, then please take it as relevant. It is timeless in that respect. So if you've tuned in recently, or if you tune in every week, you'll know that I've started doing kind of 3 keywords that I'm receiving from the Akashic records to set us up with a focus for the week. These are general, it's a collective reading, so they may not resonate for you each week, and they will resonate differently for each person each week, because it's very individual as to how you will interpret these 3 kind of keywords that I'm receiving. So this week we do have a full moon. I double checked my calendar because historically I am terrible about getting the dates right about these. So I did double check, and we have a full moon on the date of this reading, on Sunday the 22nd. So full moon's generally good for release work, for letting go of things we don't want to carry into the next moon cycle or into the future that we're creating for ourselves. So tuning into the energy of the Akashic records for this week, the 3 keywords that I got were resolution, commitment, and release, which I thought was interesting. Release would be a bit obvious because of the full moon energy. Resolution can be wrapping up old things before we move forward into a new cycle. Commitment, saying keep moving forward with whatever you've been working on, because it's been coming up a lot recently over the past few months. What are we moving toward? What are we working on? Are there projects we've left behind? Are there new ideas we want to work on? So this saying, stay committed to your ideas, stay committed to the things that you want to bring into your reality. So resolution, which can be resolution to something, like acceptance of something, or it can be resolution as far as resolving to get something done. So resolution, commitment, release being our 3 key energies for this week. I am going to do a crystal energy from the Healing Crystals deck number 4, and then I'm going to do kind of a bonus card from the Power of Surrender deck because it's a full moon, so just to see collectively what would benefit us to let go of. Or to work on releasing, or to recognize that maybe it's not benefiting us anymore. And then I'm going to do the 7 cards this week from the Oracle of the Fairies. So I have gone ahead, shuffled, and drawn the cards just because I still am balancing decks on my lap in my limited space. I am moving my workspace to a different part of the house, and it's just not quite ready yet. So I still have lighting to get in place before I can make any videos there. So, because of limited space, I have gone ahead and drawn all the cards for this week. I have not peeked at them, so let's see how it unfolds. So, our crystal energy is Vesuvianite. Oh, this is interesting. This is a good crystal to work with during a full moon. Resonates or connects most strongly with the heart chakra, which is green. And its 3 keywords are cooperation, stability, and release. So right off the bat, that release energy coming out, but also stability, that's kind of like resolution. That's kind of, along the lines of the records, the guidance I was getting from the Akashic records this week. So Vesuvianite, the mantra or affirmation you can use if working with the energy of this crystal this week is, I easily release thought patterns which no longer serve me. So that's perfect. I mean, that goes right in line with kind of the messages I was getting about resolution, commitment, release. I easily release thought patterns which no longer serve me. And this is, totally in line with the energy over the past weeks and months about letting go of the things that are not serving us so that we can move into the future of our choosing that is of the most benefit to us. So I easily release thought patterns which no longer serve me. So there's our crystal energy for this week. And then the Power of Surrender deck, let's see, collectively as a whole. And again, it's a collective reading, so it's going to represent something different for each person. And it could represent something different even each time you watch it, if you watch it more than once throughout the week. So this, very interesting, is surrender procrastination. So this has been coming up quite a bit, right? Like it's time for action again. It's time to get wheels moving again. And it may feel a little funny. This is such a weird time right now because some areas of the world are having increased restrictions again. It's just a kind of uncertain time. I think we had all adjusted to the restrictions before, and then we got a little taste of things easing up, and now it's like, oh, are we going to go back into that? It's just kind of a time of uncertainty. But we're not in that holding pattern energy anymore as far as the collective energy that we were in for so long. So we're out of that holding pattern. We're sort of, our higher selves, and Spirit is kind of expecting us to keep moving this time. So surrender procrastination says now is the time to jump on a goal instead of putting it off. Taking action will attract success. So this very much an energy of keeping moving. And you can see it in the graphic on the card, like keep going. Even if the steps seem a little steep right now, just keep taking one at a time. Keep moving. So that is our sort of collective energy to let go of this week, is surrender procrastination. Even if you have to start by like making lists, getting your thoughts out on paper, writing things down, leaving yourself audio notes, or sending yourself texts. I do that a lot when I'm out for a walk and something pops into my head. I have a text thread titled Me. I have put myself in my phone as a contact as me, and I can just text myself stuff so that I remember to circle back to it later. So this is a time of kind of keeping our thoughts in order and moving forward, keeping going, even if it's just one small step at a time. It's not the time to jump. Now is the time to jump on a goal instead of putting it off. Taking action will attract success. So, really noting that this is the end of one energy and we're moving into another. Even if it feels like, taking a step back sometimes, depending on restrictions and that sort of thing, energetically it's different. Energetically we're moving forward. So staying on the things that you're planning and starting and wanting to do. So then let's look at, from the fairy deck, Sunday the 22nd, which would be the day of the full moon. We have the Temptation card. So this is kind of interesting. It says, are you in denial about an unhealthy habit, perhaps one that makes you feel guilty? This fairy says you have the power to overcome temptation, whatever its guise. So could that temptation be procrastination, or, just kind of not being focused? So also, if you watch my channel regularly, you know that I'm a huge fan of like Sundays being for self-care. And this is a Sunday and a full moon, so we should be gentle and easy with ourselves this day. But this is also saying, okay, keep your eyes open. Be honest with yourself. Are you doing things that are maybe putting off your goals under the guise of self-care, is the message I'm getting. Like, are you giving yourself too much of a break, too much of a pass? It's great to be easy with ourselves and let ourselves get into the flow of something that is comfortable for ourselves. But if you are making no forward movement, no progress, and it has been an extended period of time, then maybe look at it objectively, from a space of detachment, and not judging yourself at all for anything, but just saying, okay, am I maybe calling this self-care, and really there is something creatively that I would like to produce, I would like to work on. So this being about the temptation to fall into that energy of procrastination, and knowing that the world still wants your gifts, and you do have to keep moving, and you do have to keep the wheel turning as far as, even if it's just something for yourself, even if it's a private project and you don't ever intend to put it out into the world, it's still movement forward. It's still creativity, and it's still feeding the forward momentum of your life. So this, to me, is saying, don't succumb to the temptation of procrastination and of just completely shutting down, find things that bring you joy, find things that please you and make you feel like you're having forward movement in your life. So that is our Sunday energy. And then Monday we have, which would be August 23rd, Monday we have Stargazing. So we're still very much in the full moon energy, about 3 days before and 3 days after normally. And look at how this one has the full moon symbolism right on it. So this is about contemplation and kind of turning inward and honestly examining your habits and patterns and beliefs and that sort of thing. So it says, when you gaze at the stars, you give yourself fairy focus. Your intuition will flow more freely and reveal what you need to know about your situation. So this kind of that energy of contemplating things. Where do I want to go? What do I want to leave behind? We've been doing that a lot over the past few months, and I kind of feel like this is the end of a cycle, and we are far more clear on this. So you may not have much release work to do at all during this full moon. It might just be, kind of energetic clearing of things that have built up during the week. Salt baths are great, and just kind of getting out a little more in nature, maybe going for a hike or a walk, or just sitting outside if that's if your weather is pleasant where you're at. But all of that helps just kind of ground the energy, because I feel like we've done some really deep work over the past year and things have changed a lot for a lot of people. So this is more a time to say, okay, what do I need right now? Like, I've done the big work, I've done the heavy lifting, but I know I need to keep moving forward. I can't now go into a period of stagnation, but what's going to make me feel best this week? What do I need to focus on? And just kind of spending Monday, I guess getting your ducks in a row is how I want to say it, in order to continue moving forward. So that's our Monday energy. And then Tuesday, which would be August 24th, we have the Flourish card. So this is that energy of opening up. This is that energy of, okay, we thought about things for a couple days, and these are current things. These are not, the deep dives we've been doing over the past year and a half. Collectively, we've done a lot of healing, clearing, and releasing, collectively, and most of us personally on an individual basis, but that has affected the energy of the collective. So this week is not that deep dive. This is about now, the present moment. What am I doing now? And this Tuesday energy comes in after these couple days of contemplation during the full moon, and it says, now we flourish. So this is the energy of opening up, and it says the lotus flower fairy tells you to learn from experience and shed your inner light on any unclear areas of your life or those of others. And I really feel like this is more about ourselves as individuals, so shedding that inner light on yourself, and how you are opening up and ready to flourish. So that's definitely contemplation, movement. And then Wednesday, which would be August 25th, we have the journey card. So definitely movement again. We've got contemplation, opening up, and then definite movement. It's the journey card. It says it's time to prepare for a journey. This can be literal or figurative. It may be impromptu or planned. Either way, make sure you're ready when the time comes. Pack your passport now. So again, could be literal, could be figurative. People are starting to travel again. So it could be that you are able to take a vacation, you are able to travel and hadn't been able to for a while. But journey is also figurative or energetic. So it's time to prepare for a journey is also about it's time to really take the steps for your movement forward. I love that rabbit. So here we are at the middle of the week on Wednesday, and it's journey. So it's definitely, that wheel is turning by midweek. And then Thursday, August 26th, we have the Shine From Within card. Oh, the 26th is my mom's birthday. So if you're watching, Mom, happy birthday. And also my niece's birthday. So if you're watching, happy birthday, Aaliyah. So we have the Shine From Within card. And this card is about self-acceptance. So it says, looks are only skin deep. True beauty shines from within, and it's time for you to shine. This is a time for self-acceptance and revealing your true beauty. So I do feel like many of us have found for ourselves what is meaningful over the past year, year and a half. You know, is it not so much to do with our physical bodies? Is it more how we connect with other people and how we're able to put ourselves out into the world creatively? So this is just a reminder that what we're working on, whatever it is, if it's a project, if it's just inner work, self-awareness work, that sort of thing, it's about connecting to our inner self and shining from within and doing that from a space of heart-centeredness and love to connect with others. So that is our Thursday energy. And then Friday, we have the light card. And it says, the fairy queen of light comes to shed love and light onto your current situation and to remind you that light can penetrate the darkness. So kind of along the same lines as our Thursday energy of shine from within, then on the heels of that, we have the light card saying, okay, when we focus on inner beauty, and when we focus inward and on self-awareness and really being a better individual, how can I be of service? How can I most fulfill my purpose? How can I be most in alignment with what I came here to do on a soul level? How can I shine my light? This comes to say that you do that through self-awareness. You do that by letting go of perceived flaws, what you might perceive to be physical shortcomings, not worrying about how other people perceive you or what you look like that day, but going deeper and connecting with your inner self and then shining that out from there. And you do that by shining from within, by putting your light out. And that's what people are drawn to, not the physical facade. So this coming in Friday as a reminder that we're really being called to live from the heart center and really focus on our self-awareness and our inner being rather than our outer shell. And then back around at the end of the week, Saturday, August 28th, we have hope. So, we have all of this kind of contemplation, and then wheels are turning, and then a reminder that we are projecting what's in our hearts, and that is what becomes the collective energy. And where does that leave us at the end of the week? It leaves us with hope. So it says hope is always there, even if we can't see it. Optimistic expectations can help change a negative situation into a positive one. Optimistic expectations can change a situation. So this saying, this is a week of thinking about things and reflecting on how we've changed, reflecting on how we're going to be in the future that we have created for ourselves, and knowing that that is filled with light and love and hope. So that is our Saturday energy. Very optimistic, very kind of not a whole lot of releasing going on, I don't think, but more just recognizing where we're at and appreciating that, being in appreciation of our present moment. So I hope you all enjoyed this week's reading. Have a great week, and I will see you soon.